Hi Cancer, I'm here to do a weekly reading for you, and this is for this current week of the 20th up until about the 27th. So let's see what's going on for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and North Node. All right, you have collaborate with the ants. Collaboration. You could be working with a team this week, a team of people or groups that you're working with, collaborating with. This could be at work. Okay, you also have new beginnings in the reverse. All right, so new beginnings and collaborate. This could be something that's ongoing. Maybe you've been collaborating with a group of people for a while. It's not really new. All right, let's see what's coming out. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and North Node. What's going on for Cancer this week of the 20th to the 27th? Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and North Node, Cancer. All right, you have the Justice card, the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool card, and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So I see you taking a chance this week, a new beginning maybe is for you. You could be leaving a partnership. Maybe you've been collaborating for a while with a group of people. Your challenge is getting grounded and using your resources wisely with the Queen of Pentacles. You are in a very balanced, very aligned with what you want, what you're doing, aligns with your values, with your goals. You could take a trip by the end of this week or go on a short trip. Or there could be some sort of new opportunity coming in for you that you'll take a chance with. All right, so Cancer, I see you focused on saving money as well. A home or your home resources. You could have some sort of freedom this week to do your own thing. Tell me about the Justice card for Cancer. Okay, so I feel like maybe there's been a lot going on in your environment with family, friends, or a work dynamic where there's been competitive energy or a lot of issues, layers and levels of people interacting. And I feel like you have found balance within maybe a chaotic environment where there's been a lot of drama or gossip. I feel like you've stayed kind of in the middle, or you've been a mediator or someone that's been neutral. And maybe you've offered like some sort of wisdom. You could work in the legal system. Maybe you're a judge or someone that offers legal advice. I feel like you are neutral in a situation that has had a lot of drama, and you're balanced. You could be, some people could seek you out for advice this week, Cancer. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You could be a Taurus, Cancer, or your Gemini, Cancer cusp. You have status here. Something about, you could be thinking about engagement or a long-term commitment. Something about, it could be challenging, but you could be thinking about getting married or committing to someone long-term. You could be getting engaged this week. Or this is, if this is not a romantic relationship, you could be signing on to a long-term commitment in a company or career or school. What is the Fool card? All right, so we have fulfillment in reverse. I feel like you are trying new things out this week. You're not settling for the same old routines. You could decide to go somewhere you've never been before, take an offer that you've never tried before. You could go someplace like all of a sudden, spontaneously. There's something about leaving a job or a business. You may decide you don't want to be a part of a business anymore, and you may decide to go your separate ways. You may decide to take on a new role elsewhere, like in a different company. You could decide that you're going to be free from some sort of collaboration that you've been working with, partnership. You could decide to cut cords with them, or you could be promoted to another workspace or environment. But something new is coming in, and you're going to be leaving the old. You've been collaborating, I feel. Let's see what else. Let's get some clarity on this. Tell me more about drama and the Justice card. Yeah, you've been really strong. I feel like you've been the one that's kind of been like the calm amidst the storm. Maybe people have looked to you for advice, or you've kept your head above the water. I feel like you haven't taken sides. Maybe you've been neutral in the situation. There's something about your status. People could find that you're very calming. You're trying to heal. I feel like you are a healer, or you're someone that offers really good wisdom and advice. And I feel like you are whole and complete, and others see that you've been through a lot in the past, but you've healed the wounds, and so you're someone that others depend on. Now, you could be also healing a relationship where you want to have a long-term commitment. You're tired of like someone's criticism, possibly in a work situation, and you may decide you just want to get out of a situation where there's been a lot of criticism, a lot of like conflict in a work environment. Maybe you were even working under someone who is like very narcissistic or controlling. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I see you leaving a partnership or a collaboration where there was someone that was very domineering. You're going to find fulfillment by taking on a new role or a new opportunity to be free from this. Yeah, I feel like you might be considering leaving a connection, but you're worried that you're going to regret it. Tell me more about the Five of Cups. You're mixed feelings, but you want to, I feel. What is collaboration? Yeah, you have the Knight of Pentacles. You're dedicated and loyal. Yeah, I feel like you're just tired of a situation where you have felt maybe a lot of criticism, and you want to leave that situation to try something new on your own. However, I feel like you're worried about regretting something. You kind of feel sad about letting something go, but I feel like you're going to do it eventually, but maybe not this week, but you're thinking of it. You're not fulfilled in a certain situation, but I feel like it's kind of mixed messages. I see you very calm, very resourceful, very wise. But at the same time, there's an energy of you wanting to leave a situation where you feel there's conflict and drama and criticism. But yet you feel, I feel like there's a sense of feeling guilty if you do leave it behind. You may feel like, oh, well, I don't know if I can leave right now. Maybe you're considering leaving a situation behind. What's the advice for Cancer? What's the advice for Cancer? Partnerships and alliances. So yeah, I feel like there is a partnership that you're involved in, but maybe you're not that happy with it. There's something that you feel you need to take a break. Maybe you're just going to take a break from it. You know, it could be that you want long-term with this company or with this person, but that you might need to take somewhat of a break, or because you feel like you don't have enough freedom. But you are very loyal. It's just that you've been thinking about a new beginning, but I feel like you might be just contemplating that and deciding to take a vacation instead. and to get a break from someone and then come back into it. That's kind of what I'm getting. What's on the shadow side of this? Let's find out what's on the shadows here. And then we'll get you a gem to wrap it up. So what's in the shadows here for Cancer? Sacrifice. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you're thinking maybe like you could be contemplating going your own way, leaving a long-term commitment, but do you really want to sacrifice what it is? Because you could be in a really good commitment or in a good, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a company. But if you leave it and you take a risk, you're going to have to sacrifice something. On the other hand, if you stay, you're also sacrificing your freedom and the chance to do something new. So I feel like you're kind of caught in the middle. Like, are you going to sacrifice this relationship or this job in order to do something new and different? Or are you going to sacrifice the new and different in order to stay with this job or relationship that you've been very committed to? So I feel like that's where you're at this week, kind of contemplating both sides of it. Okay, what's the advice for Cancer? So you have Unakite. So just live in the now, Cancer. Maybe you are sitting on the fence about what to do in the future. Maybe it's not time to decide yet, but you could be contemplating. So embrace the now, be thankful and have gratitude for what's going on right now. You have a lot of prosperity, wisdom, and groundedness here, inner strength and confidence here going for you. You're dedicated and loyal. It's just that you could be longing to break free from something, but I see that you may not be ready. So just live in the now this week and enjoy your present moments. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Have a great week.